Welcome back to Everyday Harvest. Today we are talking about flan. It's one of my favorite treats. I don't have a huge sweet tooth, but I love flan. It gives me that nice sweetness that I love, but also that texture that's just kind of fun. And so we're going to jump into this, and it's really going to be a super simple process to make this. As you can see, I've got my lovely assistant here today. Can you wave to the camera? She is going to be helping me make this flan. She's never done this before, so it could be awesome or even more awesome, right? Okay, let's do this. All right, so really what this comes down to is we've got a couple things to make. First is going to be our caramel. We're going to do that with our cup of sugar here and a lovely pan. Yeah, how much is that? 4 4/4 cups, yes.
Yeah.
Or it's 1 cup. So 1 cup of sugar with this pan. Now when you're making the caramel, we want to make sure you have a pan that's got a nice solid bottom, as well as for me personally, I want to have one for today that has the ability to pour a lot easier. There's some that don't have that, and it makes it harder to do what we're going to do. So we got to make the caramel, and we'll go through that in a minute. We've also got to make our base, our custard base. It's going to be awesome. We've got, it's going to be awesome, huh? How many eggs do we have here? We have 3 eggs. So a lot of recipes will use different amounts. Some you'll see that use 6 eggs, some that are 5 eggs and 2 yolks, or anything in between. Really, we're making a custard for this. You make it how you would like it to be. It's going to take some experimenting. We're also going to be using a tablespoon of some vanilla, as well as these. We've got some evaporated milk and some sweetened condensed milk. With these 2 things, it's just gonna be delicious. I don't know if you've ever had sweetened condensed milk. It's so good. It's really tasty. And so that's gonna make our custard and our caramel. And at its base, that's all that it is. You can top it with whatever you need to, but let's get into actually making this now. Are you ready, Charlie? Let's do this. Can you show everybody your muscles? Yeah. All right, Miss Char, are you ready? Okay, so first things, we got a cup of sugar. We're going to heat our pan just a little bit. I've got it at a medium heat right now. We are going to pour the sugar in, and then we're going to slowly keep stirring and let it melt. It is going to melt to a nice, you wanna hold that for me? Perfect, thank you. Going to melt slowly, but we gotta keep it moving. After we get it melted, it's going to start to turn an amber color. Once it starts turning amber, that's when we're gonna turn off the heat and we're gonna throw it in some of our circular cake pans. I've got 2 6 inches. Most people will use like a 9-inch cake pan for this, but again, use what you have. We're gonna watch the sugar melt. Can you see it? So Char, what did you do for Halloween?
Be puppy.
You were a puppy? So if you would like, you can also use some water with this. So about a 1/4 cup of water, let it dissolve as it goes in the water, and then let that melt. It makes it more even. I've done that before, and it tastes good still. It's a different type of caramel. It's a slightly softer, not as bold a flavor, and that's kind of what I want to go for, is a bold flavor with this. But as soon as we get it melted, it's going to just keep turning, and it will change really fast. You can see there on the side that it's starting to change. And that's what we're going to get for all of this. Okay, you ready? We're gonna do the next step in just a second. We just got a couple chunks in here still. All right, we're gonna put this in. Now, this is going to be very hot. We're gonna spread it around the pan. So make sure you got a towel or something to do a quick spread so it gets all the edges. of it. Hold up just a sec, Char. And then we're gonna leave this. And that's the first step. All right, so we made the caramel, and if you're not in the kitchen learning something new, you've gotta be doing something wrong. I learned something new with the caramel in just a minute that we'll get to. But first thing next is making our custard. My little assistant here is gonna help me. We've got 3 eggs, as I said, and she's gonna dump those in first. So what are we dumping in first? Which one?
Eggs.
Eggs, okay, let's throw the eggs in. Here, yep. Working with the toddler is always fun. Yep, and if you look a little bit over there, you'll notice that even a little more mess than we normally make. Did we get all the eggs out? All gone? Okay, I'm gonna throw that in the sink. Whoop! Next, we're going to throw our evaporated milk in. Yep, Daddy's gonna help you with this one, okay? Okay, dump it all in. Beautiful. Okay, let's, before we forget, can you wipe that up? Yeah, you wipe that up. So we got our sweetened condensed milk. Next, we're going to throw in our sweetened condensed milk. Well, thank you. This is like my favorite ingredient of it all. If you just take the little bit that's on the lid at the end, it's so good.
Dad,
oh, you want me to put it in? But I'm talking about it. You'll notice this is a different can. The first can that I had would not open with my can openers, so there's something wrong with my can openers. And then the next one that I had, I should have looked at the expiration date. I took it from my mom's house. It expired 15 years ago. But this one I bought recently, so it's good. So we're going to throw in our sweetened condensed milk. Now you are going to likely need a spoon to get some of this out. But I mean, if you look at, that's just pretty. Is that pretty, Charlie? Yeah. And it's gonna come out over a little bit of time. So we're gonna help it along with just scraping it out. My daughter here is so ready to put the lid on, but we still have to put our final ingredient in. What's that final ingredient, Miss Char? What is it? Have we put the vanilla in yet?
No.
No, we gotta put vanilla in. Now we might lose my assistant here in a minute because my wife is coming home. Wasn't planning on shooting with my daughter, but you know, little Char wanted to be out here. Yeah. Okay. That's gonna be enough of the sweet condensed milk. This is delicious. You want some too? Yeah. Not yet. What's the last thing we need to add? Vanilla. We're going to use about a tablespoon. Not about, we are going to use a tablespoon. Nope, it's done. Okay, we're gonna throw that in. And we're going to start blending it in just a moment. All right, let's put the lid on. Always good to have a lid on when you use the blender. Okay, and push down. Okay, are you ready to, oh, you pushed it down? Perfect. Okay, we're gonna throw it up on here now. Wow. Do you wanna turn the knob? Okay, we're just gonna put it on 1 for a minute. Just gonna get it nice and mixed, mostly about the eggs and everything, well, mixing everything. All right, and that is what we're doing with our custard part. Oh, look who's home. So we're going to put some water in our roasting pan to help with the cooking of this. So one thing I learned or relearned, or should have been an obvious thing, this cake pan has a lip to it at the bottom. And when I put the water in initially, it let water in. So we're gonna pour the custard in first. It might still do that same thing, but we're going to pour our custard in first here. Can you make sure this one doesn't move? Make sure this doesn't move. And Daddy's gonna pour it. And we're gonna fill this one most of the way up. And then the next one, we are going to fill all the way up. Can you put it back where it was? Or with whatever's left. You wanna taste it? Well, we're gonna have to taste it when it's done cooking. It'll taste even better then. So, no fingers. And yes, there's still that lip in there. We'll see if the water actually gets in, but we're gonna put it in. You wanna make sure this is a little bit warmer water because you want it to keep going and cooking well. I made the mistake 3 times ago that I made this, that I forgot the water first off, and then I put in cold water, and it took like 3 times as long to cook than it should have. So we've got hot water to make it all good. And we're gonna throw it in the oven. We want this to come about halfway up on the pans that they're at Charlie, that they are in, to let it cook as it needs. And so our next step is to throw this in the oven for an hour, and that's it. All right, next step is to clean up our mess, and then we're gonna be coming back. We're gonna let it cook for about 55 minutes. We're gonna check it, make sure that it's got the right jiggle for us, and then we're going to pull it out after that. Might take another 5 minutes.
Love that too.
Yeah. She's gonna watch Curious George. Okay, so it's been 55 minutes. We let it cook for a bit. Now we're going to see if it's got the right kind of jiggle. It looks like it needs a little bit more time. Got some jiggle still in there, which is good, but a little more than I want. All right, so we just took them out of the oven. We added that extra 15 minutes and it worked wonders. Everything looks like it's setting appropriately. We've got a nice little brownish finish to the top of these, which will be the bottom, but it also is setting really nice. You want to have a little bit of jiggle in the center while everything else is setting. We are now going to let these sit for about 3 hours. I'm gonna let them sit for about an hour-ish here on the countertop, then I'm gonna throw them in the fridge. We're going to enjoy the flan so much afterwards. We'll talk about plating it, toppings, anything like that. And it's gonna be delicious. Okay, we have let it chill for a few hours and we're gonna eat this now. I've brought a lovely assistant to eat with me in a moment, but this is what the final product is looking like. It looks great. The other one looks good too, but I only need to eat one tonight. I'll probably save the other one for tomorrow. And honestly, I don't even need to eat all of this tonight, but we'll see. All right, so we are going to take a knife and cut across the bottom, or not the bottom, cut across the outside just to loosen it up. And you can see a jiggle in there. That's like gonna be awesome. Okay, and the next thing is we just flip it over. Do a little shake as needed. And we do have all that extra caramel on the top there. We're just gonna let as much drizzle out as we can because that's just more flavor. It's not all going to come off. As you can see, we've got a good coating on the pan still, and that's normal, at least from my experience, and I've made this several times. It's just sugar, and let's be honest, we don't need to eat all the sugar. So this is my lovely assistant, Jen. We are going to eat some of the flan tonight, and it's going to be delightful, just based off that little bit that I already tried. So you can top this however you want. You can always just have it plain. That's usually how I like it, but I also like it with some fruit sometimes. I definitely love it with whipped cream. Sometimes if you're in the mood, some cinnamon is great. But we're just gonna go whipped cream and some berries after this first initial bite, because you gotta try it at its base level first. And let's say hi, Jen.
Hi.
All right. And
Really excited about this.
you can look, it's got a nice, firm, but a little jiggly texture. You can go ahead and eat. Go ahead.
That's really good. One of his best flans.
Not bad. I think the topping of it, the caramel is a little heavier or darker than I want it to be, but to be fair, I had to stop the melting of the sugar partway through. So we'll blame that on somebody else. Okay, let's top it with some whipped cream. Stop! And just to let you see the inside a little bit. It looks just like the outside, but on the inside. All right, let's top that with some couple blueberries. And honestly, you top it however you want. This is what we're doing, and we're just gonna sit here and enjoy this while you watch us, or at least a little bit. Thanks for joining us today on Everyday Harvest. This is one of my favorite treats to make. I don't usually have a sweet tooth, but when I do, it's something like this. Something that's very dense, but also just very delightful and tasty. And go enjoy making your own flan. It's delicious. If you don't like the texture, try it a few different times. When Jen started eating it the first time that we had it, she wasn't a fan.
But now I really do like it.
Yeah, this is really good. Let's see how it is with the berry.
Okay. Actually really good with the berry.
Maybe not. Okay, come on, berry.
Also, you missed that the berries made a smiley face.
Oh,
They were happy to be eaten.
Oh, you're right. That blueberry on it, that's really nice.
Right? So good.
I'm so glad I have 2 of these because I think we'll eat this one all tonight. Just to put it out there. All right, thanks for joining us in Everyday Harvest. Hope you liked my guest stars today. Of course, my lovely wife, Jennifer, my daughter, Char. It's been fun making in the kitchen. And the best part is, you get to make a mess and you get some good food. And the best part of all is you get to be with the people that you love. Happy Thanksgiving, and see you next time.
Woof, you dad.